Hi everyone, I am here with the true story. This one is called Lighthouse Down the Street by Vernon L. Thompson. Preacher, we need help. Food, clothes, housing, money, anything would help us. These were the words of two men dressed in rumpled overalls and denim shirts who were standing in my office at Calvary United Methodist Church in Maryland. It was a hot summer day. Ooh, but they were hot. I soon found out they were fishermen who were newly out of work and had been sleeping under a nearby bridge just outside our church doors. After listening to their stories and giving them some groceries and vouchers for lodging, I was determined to take their plight before the Annapolis Minstrel Association, for which I was the current president. The need was obvious. Although each of the 6 downtown churches in the association had its own assistance program, we needed to unite our efforts if we were going to effectively tackle homelessness and hunger in downtown Annapolis. A task force soon began developing a plan. A makeshift place of respite, which consisted of only 6 cots, was immediately set up in St. Anne's Episcopal Church's parish house in the center of the city. The other 5 churches took turns housing the homeless on their premises, especially during the winter. 3 years, through donations, gifts, and grants, the association purchased an abandoned storefront building with apartments overhead on the West Street in downtown Annapolis. It was the ideal location because it was in the midst of the business section, which would provide employment. It was on the main city bus line, which provided easy and affordable transportation, and it had the potential to be expanded. Thus was born Lighthouse, a homeless prevention support center that served 15 residential clients and provided lunches to people in the community. There was only one problem. The center was located only 2 city blocks from a prestigious enclave of stately older homes filled with wealthy owners. Well, they're not going to like that, are they? Many of these homeowners were also the movers and shakers of Appalachian lives. They claimed the lighthouse adversely affected property values, that an unwanted clientele was roaming their streets, and that there were no housing or hunger problems in the capital city of Maryland, so they sued to cancel the project. Weeks before the case came to trial, we sent prayer appeals not only to the Annapolis churches, but also other churches around the state. We set up prayer vigils. In the end, the Annapolis area ministries won the case. God won. We planned a mile-long dedication parade down Main Street on a Sunday morning, beginning at St. Anne's Parish House and ending at the Lighthouse. This parade would also publicize the fact that the center was opening and functioning, but we were denied the parade permit because the city said it had no funds for police to monitor the event, which was a city requirement. Again, we sent out a prayer appeal. We prayed for permission to hold the parade so the community could realize that the center was a wonderful and necessary addition to Annapolis. On Saturday, the day before dedication, we received a notice from the city saying that adequate funds had been given to cover the cost of police to monitor the parade. Later, we discovered that the same lawyer who had filed the first lawsuit to stop the project had contributed the funds. At the beginning of this project, I felt that each minister was clothed in the sandals of David, the shepherd boy going up against the giant Goliath. There was a vast difference between our dream and our plan. As they say, an effective plan is smart, by which I mean specific, measurable, achievable, relevant to your problem, and includes a timeline. Our dreams were vague longings of the heart that we turned into a plan by faith and prayer. The battle is the Lord's, as David said, 1 Samuel 17:47. After we successfully completed an $8.4 million fundraising campaign, the Lord graciously blessed the lighthouse with a new 24,000 square foot facility with the capacity to hold 30 men, 15 women, and 5 families with up to 20 children. It also contained a large commercial kitchen. The pantry program began distributing 250 bag lunches each day and 400 bags of groceries each month. The following year, we established the Building Employment Success Training, BEST, program to provide job training and skills that could help residents find sustainable employment and eventually permanent housing. This program truly was the Lord's doing. He made the way for us to go from a 6-cot beginning in a parish house lobby to a multi-million-dollar facility supported by the whole community. The battle is the Lord's, and He will give all of you into our hands. 1 Samuel 17:47. Good night, guys.